Today I will show you how to do a cradle spin or a tuck spin up the pole as a transitional move on either spin or static pole. But first today I will do it on spin pole and I will demonstrate. Okay, so I have done a cradle spin up the pole for this variation. The tuck spin is just when your forearm maintains contact on the pole, and it's just a slightly different variation. So I've seen pole dancers get into this move in many different ways. It requires a little bit of momentum and swing up with your knees and a tuck up with your knees. So you will need some abdominal control and you will need to have very strong grip in your hands to be able to temporarily hold yourself away from the pole like this. So this would be a prerequisite spin. So just give it see how it feels for you today. Give your split grip spin a try. Some people call this a carousel spin, I believe, but give it a try to make sure you have that strength to stay away from the pole or just to add to your warm-up before doing this move. So I climb the pole and then I tuck and I go in the direction that the pole is spinning. So if I have my right arm high and I'm spinning clockwise, I will keep my right leg into the tuck and I will use the momentum and go forward into the tuck. So it's always a forward tuck going with a forward spin direction. I know it's a little confusing, but you can do it going the other way. It's just a little harder because you will be going in the opposite direction that your momentum and your spin is moving. So you could try it the other way and just see how it feels. I'll talk you through it as I demonstrate. So once I get to the top, I'll switch my arms. So I'll have my left arm on the top, but everything will be on my right side body. So my right side body will connect with the pole first, and I'm spinning clockwise, and I'm going to my right. So even though my left arm is high, everything is moving to the right. And then I briefly do my split grip and then tuck the legs up and over and come into that hip crease. I lower the top arm just a little bit so I have better control. To come out for now, we're just going to step it down. So I'll show you from the other side. It does not matter which arm you climb with. You can always switch it if you need to. Ideally, for that particular one, I should have started my climb with my left arm high if I'm doing everything on my right side, and that way it's a little less handsy. So I'll show you going the other way. So now my right arm is high, I'm spinning counterclockwise, and everything will go on the left. So I'll swing back a little bit and then tuck up. And I go right into that hip crease, and I try to get a little contact with the belly. To come down for now, just gently step it down. I've seen some pole dancers like swing their legs back and then pike up. That's fine if you need a little momentum to get your knees up, but mostly it's your abdominals that are helping your knees to crunch upwards. So that may even be a good little thing to check for yourself as well first, is just check and see how high you can tuck your knees. You can do a little tuck like this to check, like we do for warm-up a lot of the time. Do one of these and see if you can get your knees close to your elbows. And if you can do that, you can probably do the tuck. So sometimes I see it's a limiter. People just can't get their knees up and it just gets a little messy and it gets hard to quickly move into that position and form a tighter, compact little ball. I'll show you again from this side. Oops, wrong hand. And then you can always bring it down, But this is just a nice transitional move that we use to get into a bunch of different things. And it's helpful to use to work on your strength and control on spin pull. So I hope that helps you learn how to do a cradle spin up the pole.